Yeah.
How did the flooring go?
It looks great. Looks great. We're really happy with it. So the washing machine episode was a good deal. I mean, I say it's a good deal. The insurance company acts like they're going to pay for it, so hopefully they'll come through.
All right.
But I saw some of the meeting from last week. I think it was last week where you all started out and it was just
We were talking about you.
No, it was you two and Barry just kind of doing some New Orleans reminiscing. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, it had a lot of people turned up last week. Eventually.
Yeah, I think there were 11 or so. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But, that thing when I said, Bill, that I'd see you soon or no later than October. That was with the reunion.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that was my reference there.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But it doesn't look promising for me because that's going to be when my brother's supposed to come up here. We're talking. We're still in negotiations, but I had said originally that October's a hard time for me to get away from here.
Because of the leaves and all that. And
Yeah.
everybody goes there.
Yeah.
Well,
I was in New Orleans. It was easier in New Orleans. Yeah, because in New Orleans, people said, "Oh, we're just not going to come between April and October. We'll come some other time of the year when it's all right."
Yeah.
But,
well, it's just 3 days. It's not like you're going to miss all the leaves.
Yeah. But I like everyone. No, but we'll see. I got to talk to my brother some more. He and I don't have the greatest communication, so I'm working on it.
We'll see. Barry lit one up, man.
Yeah.
What you smoking?
Any of the good stuff?
Red Label.
Red Label.
Panama Red.
So have you been playing, Barry?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Wednesday night we're packed.
Good.
Packed down there. Although packing Fritzels with 65 seats and another 20 standing room to 85 people, it's not hard compared to what we used to do with a bigger club.
Yeah.
What did we seat, David, when we were wide open? Was it 300 or 400 when the club was all the way open?
I thought it was like 325, 350, something like that. Not sure.
Yeah, because with those long, skinny tables, we could squeeze a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one night this guy bet me $20 that that table wasn't a foot wide.
Yeah, dude.
And I said to him, I said, "Look, I've been working maintenance here. I cut a 4x8 into 4 tables." He still bet me, and I said, "Okay." So I went and got a measuring stick, 12 inches, gave me $20. That's
good.
Oh, did he think that was wider or short or narrower than a foot?
I don't know. He just would not believe it was a foot. And I said, "Look, 4x8 sheet of plywood made 4 tables."
How many pictures had he had?
No, he wasn't that drunk. He just was, kind of, he knew he knew the answer to everything.
Oh God, I know what 12 inches is. I got 12 inches right here.
Yeah. So what I did was I said, "Okay, well, let me show you." So I couldn't find a yardstick. So I just took out my penis and showed him. I said, "Well, this is 12 inches." But yeah, I think I got a yardstick or something from you, David, because there was something.
Yeah.
It was $20. Yeah,
$20. Yeah, baby. $20 was a lot of money back then too.
$20 is still a decent amount of money.
It is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now a rich guy like Billy, that's a different story.
Yeah, man. Especially after tonight, I'm going to win that $1 billion.
I saw that. But I listened on the radio this morning. If you take all the money right now, you only get 300 million.
Oh, damn. I'd hate to get by on just 300 million.
Snake is coming in, so.
Yeah.
But
I
if
think
I won that much, I'd invite all of y'all to my garage and have a tray of finger sandwiches.
That's right.
And maybe a 6-pack of beer.
No Popeyes? No Popeyes?
No Popeyes, a tray of finger sandwiches.
Yeah.
Snake, my man, are you there?
I can't even, a snake is there, you know. Now I was just, it's kind of, we went and got tickets only because it's just kind of nice to fantasize for a few hours that you might have $1 billion, you know.
Yeah, I did it a couple times, but
A snake,
Here,
of
Snake.
course,
Hey,
Snake's gonna probably win it anyway.
Snakes, what would you do with $1 billion?
He's got his mic turned off.
Well, I don't know what I'd do with $1 billion. I don't need it. I'd give it to Billy. Give it to Barry.
Yeah. I'd go
Barry
down,
buy a new banjo.
go down to the casino, put it all on red and see if I can make some real big money. Snake, it looks like your mic is turned off. Do I have a little red line through your mic on my screen here?
Yep. Snake, your mic's still off. I can see the line.
Yeah.
Maybe if we had some of the old signs we could shake.
Yeah.
Good idea. I should do that. Your mic is.
So is your weather all peaceful now in New Orleans? Just hot? No
It was
heavy rain?
actually pleasant today. I mean, it was in the mid 80s. I went out and cut the grass and
Mhm.
moved 30 bags of dirt for Bonnie.
Oh,
So
God.
I got sweaty.
But the thing that saves us is the pop-up showers. There's pop-up showers all the time.
Yeah, it was a good cloud cover today. We hardly had any big sun coming through, you know, so.
Yeah, but it was a little cooler, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Good.
It's a little cloudy right now, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's been cloudy here the last 2 days and it's been nice. You know, when that sun doesn't beat down on you. Snake he's trying to get back on, so I hope he makes it. Because I got a new sign for him.
Oh, you got,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, here he comes. Let's see if it works.
the snake.
when I logged in, the audio was actually on. I had to turn it off. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, why'd you turn it off?
Well, because the dogs were barking.
Snake,
Hey, Snake.
we don't see it
Uh-oh.
muted, but we still can't hear.
Snake, can you hear us? Shake your head, yes or no. You can.
Russ.
We can't, we can see you, but we can't hear you.
Do you know American Sign Language?
Snake, check the cord. You got a earphone thing? Check the earphone thing. The plug-in where it plugs into the computer.
I don't think that's an earphone. I think that's his oxygen.
Well, that's your oxygen thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now we can talk about Snake and he can't say anything back. So. So what's going on in the mountains, David? Anything good besides getting new carpeting?
No, that's been the focus for whatever it's been, 2 weeks, more than that. That that washing machine thing was like the 29th or 30th of June. But it's, I mean, other than packing up like we're moving and
Yeah,
getting stuff in the,
was that carpeting all wet and
How's
laid?
that? Is that better?
Yeah,
That's
we got you.
See now, Snake.
there's Snake. Hey.
what you do different.
Just turn it off and turn it on.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
it's working now.
It's just like the old tube TVs. You just stand up and go whack it on the side sometime and it'll start working.
Well,
Kids
David,
don't understand that these days. So we used to just go hit the TV and it would start working again.
Snake had the same. Snake had his floor screwed up.
Oh,
Snake
man.
David had a washing machine go nuts.
No, the sewer backed up.
Yeah, that's even worse than the washing.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
It was still not ready. You got water. You got to replace the carpet.
You got to replace the entire pipe.
Got to replace all the basement carpet.
Oh. Oh, I bet that smells great.
It's a mess. And then Tuesday, we had a giant storm. The neighbor's 40-foot tree fell down and just missed the house.
Wow.
That's good.
My house.
Yeah, that's the way.
Uh, It's still window high out there, laying inside the house.
Mm.
Mhm.
You know, that's the shame thing is like here during hurricanes and all that. It's even if the tree's on somebody else's property, if it hits your house, you're the one that's responsible for paying the bills.
You got mail.
Said
Yeah.
that.
Because the one that hit our house during Ida last year was 2 doors down. It crushed the neighbor next to me's house and it went through my garage too. So these pine trees are like 120, 130 feet tall. Some of them is like, they were huge.
Well, this thing is huge too, and they're about half, split it right in half. There's half of it left, and hopefully they'll get that down. If not, I'm gonna have to call and get it condemned.
Were there any fires close to you too? I mean, I heard about, no?
No fires, but unfortunately, I don't like to get too tough on the neighbor. He's about to die.
Damn. Yeah.
He's on his last. It's a mess.
Hey, a couple of weeks ago, y'all showed a picture of Joe Mullane. Anybody ever heard from him? What he ever end up doing?
I know he wanted to be a male model while we were at the mustache, unless he was joking.
Nobody knows what happened to him?
I don't.
I certainly don't.
I thought, wasn't he working with Vince Vance and them?
Right at the beginning, he was. At the beginning of Vince Vance.
Okay.
When they were doing FAC Club, you know?
Huh?
Yeah, he was dating Chicky for a while.
Who
Okay.
was he dating?
Charmaine.
Chicky.
We used to call her Chicky.
Armine. That
Yeah, I went
beautiful
to high-
woman.
Yeah. She was friends with us in high school when she used to come down to the club a lot.
She went out with Kent McBride one night. And I said, "Are you going out with her anymore?" And he goes, "I can't. I'd marry her if I
Yeah.
Did I tell you, I talked to Kent about 2 weeks ago?
You what?
I talked to Kent.
Oh, how, yeah. Yeah, he told me that we had talked right before that, and he said he was going to call you. He's doing okay. What do you think of him?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he's got such a great attitude.
well,
With-
he and Mike and I split a room in Carnegie.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, he's got a tough life with his wife having Alzheimer's, and
We're living in Boulder.
yeah, and his oldest daughter has a really bad heart. She's not very old. She just had a second heart attack, and but he's always has a good attitude. He's always, great guy. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that was us at Carnegie.
He's had white hair since he was 35.
Didn't he get into like praising the Lord for a while too?
No, I don't think. Well, he was working with some guys who were fundraising, that kind of stuff. But
Okay. Now I didn't know because I mean I lost touch with him completely, but somebody told me he was into something involving religion and all that, but didn't sound like the Kent I knew, so I didn't know.
no, I don't think he changed. I think it was a job.
Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It was just different.
Yeah. The mustache is not good training for praising the Lord.
No.
We didn't we sing, what was that? Put a nickel on the drum?
Oh, the Salvation Army.
Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Save another drunken bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salvation Army was the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a time in my life I was all covered with beer. I had peanuts in my mustache and I knew the end was near.
Yeah. I was rolling in the gutter with all them wild and wanting women.
Those wild women are always wanting something.
Right.
Well, my youngest son had no idea that I met Emily at your father's mustache. So when he was about 13, her college roommate came up to visit with us. And she said something, or Emily said, yeah, I never drank very much. And when they picked Susan up off the floor laughing, Nick was like, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Tell me.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well, she
funny.
doesn't drink. I mean, she hasn't drunk anything the last few times when we're together. You know, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't now, but she did a pretty good job. I mean, I met her after she was thrown out for chugging 8 glasses of beer.
Yeah.
Good old David delivered her. He doesn't remember, but he delivered her in front of me and said, don't let her back in. I said, okay.
Yeah, we've talked about it enough where it seems kind of real, but still seems out of character for me. But
Well, it does seem out of character for me of you too, but I remember you put her out there. You didn't hurt her or anything. You just said, don't let her back in.
you notice I didn't pick up any Norwegian sailor over my shoulder.
No, Billy did that.
No, me and Tom got in a hassle with one. Yeah, there's Joe Mullane and the Vince Vance, one of the old Vince Vance pictures.
Where's Joe?
Joe Mullane is on the bottom row, second from the
Right.
left, second from the right.
Yeah, okay.
This Wilbur Kite on the bottom combing his hair. He was the original Vince Vance.
Mhm.
But isn't Joe Mullane in that bowling picture too?
Yeah, Joe's in the bowling picture.
Oh, yeah.
I saw, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick.
Rick's here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, what's up, guys? Let me get started here. Am I here now? I'm here now.
He is.
Hey,
Hey,
Chris.
Chris,
What's
Hey,
up,
Chris. Nice to see you, Chris.
Chris? Hey, Snake. Everybody, Bill.
Hey, Chris, I was going through YouTube the other night. Your name popped up, and you were playing banjo with 100 banjos behind you, Bill Bailey.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed that. That was great.
We here in Pittsburgh, we have the Pittsburgh Banjo Club. And what you saw was a recording of one of the years that Frank Rossi, who for years was the leader of the Pittsburgh Banjo Club, he used to have these banjo gatherings for people from all over the country would come here, and he would set up, workshops and things that they could do over a whole weekend. And then he would have a list of performers who would come in. And one of the things that we did was we went on a riverboat, and I was recording that to make a documentary. And the guys in the band said, "Hey, stop recording. Get on, get on the stage here. Grab a banjo." And so that's how we did it. And the film, my film crew just recorded it along, although it wasn't supposed to be part of the documentary.
Well, it was good. It was very good.
Yeah, and that was who was the banjo player sitting next to me?
I don't know.
Oh, famous banjo player, and I can't. I'm just terrible with names lately.
Harry Bechtel.
No,
Barry Foulon.
it wasn't Barry Foulon. No, I know him.
Could have been Peabody or Bechtel or.
No. He's a guy who's still alive and around. Although I don't think he plays much anymore. He's sort of dropped out. He's aged out of the racket.
Buddy Walker.
Yeah, that's who it was, Buddy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
good. He is good.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he was terrific. And he was very generous, with me just sort of jumping in there. He had been leading the band, and to have some guy just say, "Oh, this guy's gonna play with you," So but he was very good about it, and he played great accompaniment, single string stuff, and it's a nice little recording.
It's very nice.
Great.
Like I said, I
That'd be
really
good
I
to see,
enjoyed it
yeah.
a lot. I sat there and watched the whole thing.
I've had some phone conversations with him, but never met him.
Yeah. There's another recording from that same session we did, the Rose of Washington Square. You can look that one up too.
I'll write it down.
Where's that on YouTube? If we type your name in on YouTube, it'll come up.
Yeah. course, you get all the cooking shows too.
I enjoyed those too.
Oh, speaking of which, I sent Bonnie that
Yeah.
recipe that you posted recently with the beef on the with the Parmesan on the.
Oh, that looked good.
Oh,
looked
you
good.
did? Oh, no, that's a terrific thing to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every once in a while I see something else, and we got to try this out, you know.
In Italy, they call it stracchetti, and they just throw it together in no time. It really is like steak salad. But the flavors that you get from quick sauteing that beef, then I put a little bit of balsamic in there to deglaze the pan, or some white wine, and then you just pour the beef over the arugula and that sauce on it, and then shave some Parmesan. Oh man, it was good eats last night.
Yeah.
It looked good. I saw the. Yeah.
Okay, well here's the, if I can get it to play. Here's a little bit of Chris.
Oh.
It was on one Sunday morning, and the sun was shining bright. They didn't want to go, the trailer was hanging on the lawn to her backyard. She was sweet and hard, down to the old place, and then rolled it down. She was humming just like a big cat with a big bang hanging around to that ground. She's on a cloud, and she said, won't you come home, baby? Won't you come home?
That's Buddy.
Buddy walked in.
Won't you come home, Bill, Bill, please come home. She won't go to the table. I'll do the cooking, honey. I'll pay the rent. 'Cause I know I've got you wrong. Do you remember that crazy evening when I drove you out? You had lots of reasons for my love to go. I'm away. Ain't been a day. There's been since we've gone home. There's been since
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, was that Buddy Walker on your left?
Yes, it was.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Encore, encore.
Sorry
Enough
about
is enough is enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you're on YouTube, it seems like it's hard to stop them sometimes. They want to go on to the next video.
Well, I thought when I stopped the share, it would. Okay,
Well,
maybe it's coming through the
Buddy-
camera.
Buddy Walker is one of the best.
Yeah.
I think probably the best, actually, of around the day.
So was that the guy right next to you, or the older man 2 over?
No, the one right next to me was Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy Walker does everything. I mean, he plays all the banjos. He plays them all superbly well.
Yeah. He's got terrific repertoire. He's got a great musical mind.
And he's a nice guy.
Well, when you say all the banjos,
All three of them.
so what are the 3 kinds of banjos?
5-string, tenor, and plectrum.
Okay.
Well, you could also make a case for a banjo uke, I suppose, but
So who played the banjo uke? Tiny Tim?
no, it's just a little instrument. There's a couple of English guys that play those things. I'm trying to remember. Can't remember their names. Well, Sean Moises does it. He plays one, and
there's a comedian over in Britain that does one. Has a great act. Can't remember his name. But
I know who you mean, Kim.
yeah.
Are they nylon string like a ukulele? Are they?
No, they're steel strings.
Okay. This was.
Thank, but the neck is so short, the strings are so taut, it tore my fingers up when I tried to play one. I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
Do you really? Good for you.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed Steve Martin plays. I've seen him a couple times on TV.
Steve is a very accomplished 5-string player. He does it very well. I like the band. What do they call themselves? The Lost City Ramblers or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I've listened to some of his songs.
And of course, Martin's a very talented comedian. So he's a very engaging guy.
Yeah, I've been watching the show about murder in the apartment that he
The
had.
apartment. Yeah,
That's
Was it
really
good?
Yeah.
it's a fun show. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it advertised. I hadn't tried it out with Martin Short and that gal.
That's
Well,
it.
Martin Short's a piece of work. He really is funny. He really is funny.
But Steve Martin, I remember him talking. It was one of the talk shows, and he made a lot of comments. He says that playing music, just the timing of it, kind of helps a comedian, or that it's not unlike comedy. Just knowing exactly when to hit the punchline or when to do things.
Well,
says-
timing is critical in both cases. Yeah, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
I've always said, if you get bad time, get out of music. I mean, I can forgive bad notes. I can forgive bad chords, but I cannot forgive bad time.
Yeah.
You've got to have time.
I used to give some guitar lessons, and when people would come to me and say, "Would you teach my kid how to play guitar?" And I said, "Fine, but I have to have one test." And I would ask them. I would play something, and I asked them to clap along.
Yeah,
If they
right.
couldn't clap, I didn't teach them. I said, "No, it's a lost cause."
No,
Forget
yeah.
it.
You'd be fighting uphill every day. You don't want to do
That's
that.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's a lot of memes about clapping on the wrong downbeat. So.
Duke Ellington used to make fun of that. That was funny. Counting on 1 and 3, that's a bit aggressive. You have to go 2 to 4, 2 and 4. Right?
Yeah. I found another picture with Joe Mullane in it. Let's see if I can get that up there. Oops, I'm sorry. Wrong thing. Share.
Joe moved to California. Anyone, you ever heard back from him or anything? Anybody?
No,
that's what we're asking.
Pardon?
We were talking about him before you got on, where it happened to him.
We were asking if anybody knew what happened to Joe Mullane.
He moved to California. He was in that movie about the killer bees attacking the Superdome. You remember that? He played a hotel clerk. He played a hotel clerk.
That was such a stupid movie.
Yeah.
That's John Stacy next to him, isn't it?
Yeah, John Stacy. He went in the military, I think, when he left the mustache.
I think he did.
Good training. Good training for the military.
Yeah.
We used to have a guy in the New York club by the name of Mike Malarney.
That's right. He came to the affair at Carnegie's, I remember.
Yes, he did. We were Fordham folks together. He's the one who told me about getting a job as a waiter down at the Mustache. But they didn't need waiters, so.
So do you know who the guy in the middle is with the violin?
No.
I was just wondering.
Hmm.
Because the only thing I have on it is band Joe Terra. JP.
No,
Bob Adams all the way to our left. Joe Clara, violin player. Who's the new player, Jim?
Mark Heater.
Mark Heater. Then it looks like Johnny Gill on banjo in the back.
That could be, yeah, a young Johnny Gill. Look at that. Holy smokes, I think you're right.
And trombone, who's that, Gill? Jim?
I don't know. I was going to guess Jerry Kuehl, but I don't think so. Now that I look at it again.
It's after my time.
Must be the New York club because we got bananas hanging from the ceiling.
It is.
Yep. No question about it. probably some guest playing violin. He looks very serious. Looks like he's a Hungarian guy playing violin, you know?
Yeah, that was,
He
That
looks
was,
very serious.
yeah.
And Bob Adams, the guy all the way to the left, he was my first mustache band leader in the show band.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob was a fun guy. He
Yeah.
was, yeah, he was fun.
He also came up just like myself as a waiter into music, he wasn't a great player, but boy, nobody could sing a song like him. He had the right voice. He's kind of like Clancy Hayes, just has the right voice for this kind of music.
Yes, he was. He was good. And I love, you mentioned Clancy. I love Clancy. He was wonderful.
Right.
He played the same thing you did. He played a 6-string banjo. He was
I
guitar
don't play
tuning.
six string. I play guitar.
No, you play guitar tuning, but he played the guitar tuning with 6 strings as opposed
Right.
to 4.
Right. They got a guy that plays the matinee at Fritzl's right before me. He's a killer guitar player in town.
Yeah,
The Fritzl's job, he plays the 6-string banjo. He's
Yeah.
the best I've ever heard at 6-string banjo. Usually they sound muddy to me, you know, real muddy with those extra strings on them.
I
Not the way
agree.
this guy plays it like a banjo. And he's terrific. He's absolutely terrific. And he's really a guitar player. You don't see that too often.
no, you don't. You don't. The only one I can remember is Clancy, really.
The guy who was playing the trumpet on that Bill Bailey is a guy named Scotty Philbrick. And Scotty
I was
is,
going to ask you that. I said, that's a hot cornet and it really sounds like Scotty. And it really was. What's he doing down in Pittsburgh?
oh yeah, he used to come all the time. But he also
really?
plays the 6-string banjo, and he is dynamite on it.
Yeah, he's
Dynamite.
good at it. Yeah, he's good at it. Yeah, I'd forgotten that. You're right. He's good at it.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that violin player was Itzhak Perlman's brother, Bert. Looks just like Bert Perlman.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Does-
Hey, Roger.
Hey, Rod.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What do you say,
So-
Roger?
Hey, Roger. Hey,
Hey, what's up? What's up? How's the rain down there in Louisiana?
Spotty.
Spotty.
You still get a lot of heavy rain?
No, it's not heavy, just rain in 1 second, the next second it's sunshine, next second it's rain, next second sunshine,
That
back
sounds,
and forth.
sounds like an old tradition.
Yeah, that's what it's been like up here for the last week.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were y'all getting y'all getting rain out there, Roger? Or
Yes, we're getting monsoons, they call them.
yeah,
And it's, where we are, it's late at night. And, but we're down in the valley, it's called. But other parts of Arizona are getting bad flooding. And just, I mean, it's nasty, washing away cars and houses.
really?
I heard Las Vegas got flooded last night.
yeah.
Really? Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky, man. They,
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
And St. Louis and Kentucky are really getting it bad, I guess.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, they had pictures of Caesar's Palace in Vegas with water pouring through the ceiling. So
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Really?
That's the-
Gonna get flooded in the desert and you're gonna get burned in the wet areas. Something's wrong.
yeah, we've
I
been
told
getting
a couple of the guys earlier, that we had a storm Tuesday night, dropped a 40-foot tree right between my house and the neighbors.
Oh, my goodness.
Missed me by 2 feet, but it got his.
That's
You need some firewood, I think, don't you?
Oh, man, it's still stacked window high out here.
crazy
Wow.
times, crazy times.
Just missed your house, huh? Wow.
Just missed it.
Okay, well, Roger sent us some stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, cool.
the dream room. Yeah,
I didn't get to go to this dance contest.
Oh, really? The twist. Oh, good Lord.
Tiny Rivers.
Yeah, I have some twist music still.
Sure.
Early
Birds and a
in
T-bird.
the comments.
I've seen the mashed potatoes before, but I don't remember that position.
Yeah, really.
The twist was big for about 2 years and God, I played that thing a million times. I bet.
Really.
We had a little rock band, or it wasn't really rock. There was no such thing as rock at the time. Rhythm and blues band, whatever you want to call it. But back in back in 59, 60, 61 in there.
Right. Right.
And, I used to play bass in one of those bands. And we just played that all that twist stuff.
Yeah.
It was very popular, very
I
popular.
was very, I used to, I used to win twist contests a lot. Fred and I they had teen towns, they called them from your school. They'd be in the
Oh, yeah.
gym at nighttime. And so we'd go to our high school and then we'd find out where the next contest was. We'd get in our car and we'd drive to the next school, enter another twist contest. They give you a free record or something.
Well, where was this poster? Where did you find it?
What's that?
Where did you find the poster or
This was a Bourbon Street thing on the website.
Oh, okay.
Going a long time ago. It's a
Was the
Something
dream
like-
room before your father's mustache?
what?
The dream room, was that before?
Dream Room. Before the Dream Room, it was another name. The Dream Room came after the Slipper. The
Ah.
Silver Slipper. It's called the Silver Slipper. It's called the Dream Room. And we took it over to Dream Room, but we kept the name and we named it for a corporate name. We call it Dream Room Inc.
Oh, yeah.
So when we get our checks and stuff, it have Dream Room Inc. on it. Down in New Orleans. Joe had each club with its own corporation, so somebody got sued, they couldn't jump to the next club and to try to take their money and everything. So, and each city, we had an attorney that had just worked in that town. And Melton Brenner was the name of our attorney in New Orleans. He was a nice guy. I had to use him a couple times. One time we were serving beer at our beer stand. And next day, the police come in and want to see the manager. I said, yeah, so we're serving alcohol to minors. I said, what are you talking about? Check. I didn't know. Someone over there at that window, he sold them a beer and they're underage. I said, really? He said, yeah, you're going to have to. So they took me to jail. And they took up to the jail. So I said, I get a phone call. They took your belt and everything off. And I said, where is the guy that I was so beer to? Why didn't he get put in jail? Well, they couldn't find him. So I called Fred. I said, Fred, go over to the safe and get some money and get over here to Central Lockup. Get my ass out here right now. I got out, never heard from him again. I called my attorney and said, don't worry, Roger, I'll take care of it. I said, good.
That's funny.
There were a lot of funny things that happened in your father's mustache,
Bet you on Bourbon Street, yeah.
for
I
sure.
remember we had to ID everybody coming in the club. I never did work the beer stand window, but I guess they were supposed to be IDing
Well,
people.
that was just Jim Garrison and his way of trying to control the French Quarter and everything. He ruined a lot of just fun, normal things. There's a nice letter. Every once in a while, I'll post something. We got tons of letters. That's from the New Orleans Spring Fiesta. I think we donated a band and a fire truck and whatever else they wanted. And it was a fun time. Had a big parade down Canal Street. And
Cool.
very, very popular in the cities we were in. People loved your father's mustache.
Sure did. It was a great time. It was a great time. The timing of these banjo nightclubs was flawless. I mean, the time was right. We came in, big success. It lasted about, what, 12, 14 years?
And people
Which
go in
is
there and they forgot about reality. They just, a lot of people knew these songs and played college songs. And
That's true.
the older people knew. It was just a big camaraderie with everybody in the clubs everywhere we were located.
That's what I tell the musicians I work with today, the young guys. I said, back in the 70s, we play these same songs. And the difference is everybody in the audience knew the words.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff.
You can picture Jeff and Joel.
Ira's coming on, right on time.
30 minutes past.
Maybe 5 minutes early, but
I gotta check in earlier. He's I don't want to be on his schedule.
Funny.
Okay, well, here's a picture Roger had too, so.
Plus, sing-alongs were popular back then too, you know. I don't
Yeah.
know if they have a place
Hey,
anymore.
guys.
Hey, Ira.
Yeah, Ira.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't imagine having a sing-along with today's music.
Well, you know, there's like a lot of country swing music and like that. It's out there that people could sing along to today's music. There's a big variety of music out today.
Looks like we're not filling in with too many guys
Hey.
responding to the reunion yet.
Hey, look who's here.
I'm here.
Mr. Wonderful.
Yay. What's doing, Raj?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Good.
Good.
Kim, where's all the responses Marty should be getting?
Well, you got a bunch.
I thought he had what, like 20 names?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
First go round.
The thing that the only comment I would make on the names we got is that we're missing trombone players. H said yes, but you know Herb Roselle is questionable. He's already got a conflict, and Craig Grant won't make it, and Neil DeFeo won't make it because his daughter's getting married. And so
Probably Eugene LeBeau will make it. He makes all of them.
well, I would hope so. He's a great player and a nice fellow. I'd like to see him again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he keeps really busy. Lots of playing.
That's too bad Neil won't be there.
It is. It really is. He's a real spark plug.
That's a good definition.
A firecracker.
Firecracker.
He can
Yeah.
play loud.
That's funny. Yeah, you know, I was.
How about Barry? What's that guy's name? Maynard? Is he a trombone player?
He is, but he
Maynard Chatters.
doesn't travel too much.
Yeah, he won't go. He's getting a little older and hangs around. You know, I was checking on Jim Hazlip. We were talking about him last weekend.
Yeah.
He did die on December the 31st, New Year's Eve.
Last year?
No, in 2017.
Oh, well, it's still recent. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was 81 years old.
Just a kid.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel better already. Shit. I got a long ways to go then. Yeah, he was. I have another picture of him. I don't know if I got it in today. Yeah, he was just a nice guy. I think. I know he drank a lot, and that was one of his issues. But
Yeah, he gave that up when he found God, but it had its effect on him for sure.
yeah, but I mean, to live to 81 and the lifestyle he had, he was a driven person with music. He just constantly was playing and played with really great groups. So.
I guess Charlie Bornham is not traveling.
Charlie's not coming either. No.
Yeah.
So there's no band, there's no trombone player signed up?
Yeah,
Well,
H.
H is the only one I know of right now.
I have to think who we had in New York playing. We had Yoakum,
And H.
H, and who was
What
it?
about
Oh,
Rocco? Isn't Rocco from around that neck of the woods?
Rocco, I think, is from Jersey.
Rocco lives in Montclair, New Jersey. No, he lives in East Orange, New Jersey. Yeah, which is not terribly far.
Well, Barry, do you ever see Ben Smith? He played some trombone.
I kept in touch when I played some gigs with him, but he moved out of town. I don't know where he moved to,
Mhm.
but he left.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think, well, Paul Crawford's dead, and
Yeah, he passed on, didn't he?
I remember another trombone player, I think from New York, Dick Dryowitz. Was he a trombone player?
Dick Browitz is a trombone player, but he doesn't play our style of music. I worked with him 100 times over the last 30 years, but
Right.
he's a good player. But he's a jazz player, Dixieland player more than anything else.
Hmm.
Freddie Lonzo. I don't know if he was interested.
He probably isn't. He stays real busy down here. He's like the prominent jazz trombonist in town. I mean,
Really?
and he's up in age. He's in his 70s. He still does real well.
Who's
But
that, Barry?
Freddie Lonzo.
Oh, Freddie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not-
Yeah, Freddie was good. He was good.
Hmm.
You know, when they did that TV series, Treme here, Freddie
Right.
had some bits in that too.
Good.
He was referenced a few times. Yeah,
I like watching that program.
yeah.
See, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of the jazz stars of today or the last 10 years started at the mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, they all did. You know,
it's a good place to get their chops built up real good.
like Eastwood, like Maynard, like Freddie Lonzo, Ben
Yeah.
Smith. You know,
Dana Smith.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The trombone, wasn't there a club on Bourbon Street used to called Dixieland Hall? Down about
it
the
was.
600
was.
block. It was there several years ago, and all the old jazz musicians were in there. This guy, one name was trombone player, Frog. They called him Frog.
I
Frog
knew him
Johnson.
well. I knew him well. That was Scotty Hill's mentor.
Absolutely, he was so good. I used to walk down there all the time and just go in and sit down and listen to him. We sort of became friends that way because of course, he knew Scotty and some other people. But he was a
Frog
great.
Joseph was his name.
Exactly, Frog
Frog
Joseph.
Oh, Lord, yes, sure.
Yeah, he played with Bartholomew. What was Dave Bartholomew? Yeah,
Dave
Oh,
Bartholomew.
really? Okay.
yeah, he
Yeah.
played with him a lot. He was talk about the start of rock and roll. He and Fats Domino were actually the rock and roll people that got it going. Even in that movie Elvis, that's out now. He comes out. This guy plays Elvis, comes out on stage. I'm not the king of rock and roll. Fats Domino is, and he has this guy playing Fats Domino in the movie, which I thought was a good thing to throw out to the public. A lot of people don't know that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, remember Crazy Shirley's used to have jazz bands. I mean, sing that kind of music too. It wasn't open a long time, but it was close to the mustache.
Crazy
Crazy
Shirley.
That's
Yeah.
where the Red Garter used to be.
Yeah.
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 I got to cut out a few minutes early, so Billy's going to take over for a while, but I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks,
All
Tom.
right, guys.
Later.
Hey,
Yeah.
See you
Hey,
later.
Jerry.
Oh, he's a flower.
Hello.
Hey, flies.
You can be a flower, Tom. Go ahead. And when we turn it off, we'll see you're deflowered.
Yeah, turn his camera off.
Yeah.
Kim, have you been in contact with the Joel?
Not recently, no. I all of my communications relative to the reunion with Marty.
Right. right.
He's flying solo on this one. I think he's just kind of letting Joel and me know what he's up to. So we've not had a meeting recently, so I really don't know what he's up, how he's doing.
Yeah.
He didn't send out the information about the hotel yet, did he?
No, not at least I haven't
No.
got it. I haven't got it.
Good.
He said last week that he'd send it this week, and I haven't seen it yet. So
If you do talk to him, tell him people like me are waiting to do travel arrangements, waiting on the hotel availability.
we've already had that discussion. I hope he moves quickly on it. I'll buzz him up and make sure you get light a fire under him soon. But you know he's doing most of this by himself, and that
Yeah.
depends on what else he's got in his life. You know.
Yeah. Well, we can use this picture for a poster for the show.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
I wonder where you got that idea for a mustache.
that's scary. Look, the vests were actually clean.
Look how
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where was this taken?
That was at the Carnegie reunion.
Oh, was that okay? Was
Yeah,
it?
upstairs, you know,
Oh, yeah, because I saw that red, white, and check tablecloth behind you there.
yeah.
That's scary. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Well, we used to take tablecloths I said, tell them there's 4 sides to the tablecloth. First you fold it in half, you got that side, you flip it over to another side, then you open it up, and you got 2 clean sides. And then when you do all that, then you can put it in the dirty clothes bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember closing up at every night, dumping all the, taking all the tablecloths off and dumping the ashtrays out on the floor,
Yeah.
all these
Women
people
nasty.
being so careful not to throw stuff on the floor. You'd walk over to where they're sitting and dump everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't be doing that crap today.
Yeah,
So,
Be non-smoking.
that's true. Boy,
Yeah.
I'd go home smelling like smoke though. I mean,
Oh, it was terrible.
you don't take a shower, take my clothes off in the bathroom. You don't realize how bad you smelled until you get up the next morning, you go back in there and the clothes you took off that were sitting in the corner said, geez, I smelled like
And it was
that.
bad for your health also. Years later, I had this pain in the side where my lungs were, and I went to this doctor. My doctor was Dr. Charlie Mary. And he said, do you smoke? I said, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. He said, this isn't right. So he looked at me. He said, have you been around a lot of smoke? I said, yeah, every night. So he had me go through this breathing apparatus. I had to go and see him, a couple times a month. So I got this nicotine inside of me, my lungs. It cleared it all out, but it was, nobody knew what that was. They didn't know what secondhand smoke was.
Oh yeah, no, I worked. I mean, I've never smoked tobacco, but I think working there 4 years, I probably got the effect of smoking a couple packs a day.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, for sure. There have been a lot of scientific studies that indicate how much secondhand smoke affects you, depending on the density that you are in, particularly on children. I mean, if the parents smoke, the children are getting secondhand smoke, and you're infecting them too.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm glad I just finished my cigar. Jeez.
Good.
I'll light that sucker up.
That could have been how I got lung cancer.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Here's just another picture. Just thrown out there.
That's a nice picture.
That's a
That's a
great,
good shot.
That's
that's a
great.
great.
Danny.
Everybody
Where was
looks
that
smart.
taken?
That's on the American Queen riverboat.
Good.
That's a
great
good
shot.
picture.
Are you guys still doing that, Barry?
We haven't done it this year, so
Right.
it looks like we're not doing it, but it was very successful while it lasted. We did a bunch of those tours.
I thought that'd always be fun to go on.
Well, it's like a boutique hotel that floats up and down the river from city to city.
Mhm.
Does it go, how far north does it go? Past St. Louis?
I never went past St. Louis, but I think it does go that high, that far north.
Yeah.
I think it does, but our trips were pretty much the furthest we ever got was like up to Vicksburg or Natchez.
Oh, Natchez?
Yeah. But it takes a couple of days to get to Natchez
Yeah.
from New Orleans,
How did y'all get home? Y'all drove back or the boat?
They just send a limo up there.
Oh,
They'd send a limo bus and pick us up. In other words, it'd take us a day to get to Baton Rouge and another day to get to Natchez. And they had a limo up there and just drive us home. It's 3 hours back,
yeah. Okay. Good deal.
Good deal. Good deal.
So why aren't they doing it anymore, Barry?
Well, they have budgets and stuff too. COVID came and that kind of cut
Oh.
everything out. They haven't started it up again.
Yeah, that COVID business did a bad job on the world.
But I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
the people that ride those river boats up and down the river, they're all in their 80s or 90s. All right.
Yeah.
And it was the perfect audience for a mustache type band because those are the only audiences that know the words.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect audience. We do strictly a mustache show. The same exact stuff we did on Bourbon Street, the same sing-alongs and everything. And it was good hearing, 100 people singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do they still play that at the ball games?
Yeah, they do.
Seventh
Oh, yeah.
inning stretch? Yeah, they don't show that on TV. I haven't noticed it.
I happened to see it last night. The Pirates and the Phillies were playing, and
Uh-huh.
they played through the break in the seventh inning, and
That's
people
good.
were singing it. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I watched the Cubs play somebody the other night, and in seventh inning, they played the Harry Carey tape, where he used to
Oh.
lead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It
Yeah.
was funny, yeah. Complete with video. It was really cool. It was fun.
Man.
Very
You know,
good.
here's an old one too. I'm just throwing up some old pictures. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Is that Christine?
That's a
Yeah.
young Christine, isn't it?
Christine and
There it is.
Neil and Bob. And that's James Viator in the back.
Isn't that Neil Undersayer playing there?
It is.
Yeah.
It looks like Bill Clark. I don't think it's Bill Clark though.
No, that isn't Bill. Oh, wait, maybe might be on the right there.
That's
Is that a table, just a table, or is that a piano behind him?
that's
Yeah,
a piano. That's that red piano.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can't see who the tuba player is.
No.
Yeah. This must have been,
It's not McLaren, is it?
it looks like,
No. I don't think McLaren was down in New Orleans yet.
Oh,
Plus, he played a sousaphone when he was down in New Orleans.
I don't think this was New Orleans though.
I don't know.
it could have been during a Mardi Gras or something early before it got crowded. I don't know. Because
Well,
Neil didn't travel hardly anywhere.
Yeah, I think it's New Orleans, and Bob and Christine were visiting.
Yeah, they were just
That sounds like, that's a good theory.
Mardi Gras, something like
but
that.
I don't remember us having a red, white, and blue piano there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I have some pictures of it.
Okay.
I would say that's Neil Tidwell, but Neil never played a tuba like that.
No, I think it looks like Bill Clark.
I do too.
I don't remember Neil wearing his hair long or having a beard either.
I believe it's Bill Clark back there.
Okay. Anyway, well, let's throw it up there. Just one of those old pictures that are bouncing around.
Yeah.
Well, gents, I gotta go because I'm cooking tonight, and I've
You know, you cook a lot. You cook every Friday?
no, just tonight. Well, tonight we got the grandchildren visiting with us, and my
That's
son
good.
and his- and as a treat, we're gonna have lobsters, and so I'm the only New England native here, so I'm the only guy qualified to cook lobster. So I gotta
You're
get.
having lobster tonight? Jesus.
Take care, Kim.
Take care, Dave.
David, how you
You,
doing?
you,
buddy?
you gotta try boiling them in some Zatarain.
Oh yeah, sure. Denatured alcohol, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see you later.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So what else you got, Billy? Any other pictures?
Oh yeah, I got bunches of them. Let's see. Oh, we already showed that one. Let's see. Let's see. Like they're all like little bitty until I enlarge them to see what we got here. This is an, oops, I'm sorry. Hit the wrong button.
I tell you, it's hard keeping track of photographs on
Yeah,
in your computer if you don't label them when they go in.
the old
Oh,
Ed Sullivan show.
That Sullivan show, isn't it?
Is
yeah.
that Bill Dern in the middle? I think that's Bill Dern.
On the banjo,
Yeah, the middle banjo.
the guy in the middle,
Yes, it is.
Mark Heater.
the guy with the
Higby.
mustache. Is that
Bill
Aiken with the
Dern.
mustache?
I don't know who the banjo player is next to Christine.
Is that Mark Aiken?
That's Higby on the right.
Higby on the right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that might be
yeah.
Mark Aiken.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Higby plays left-handed. Or he did.
Yes. How long did they do the Sullivan show?
Well, we
I
used to
think
do
about
the,
2 years, 1 year.
I think
oh
we
no,
did
we used to do the warm-ups every
Warm-up
Sunday.
every
And then
Sunday.
we were on twice a year for about 4 years.
Yeah,
Huh.
that was fun.
I bet
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
A lot of good free publicity too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
it's funny because we'd have the band there, then we'd have a bunch of waiters walking around in the crowd,
Yeah,
getting everyone to sing along and clap their hands and
we got paid $6 for that.
crazy stuff. And then later on, it would be aired later in the week. We did that in the middle of the week. And I was traveling I was on that Ed Sullivan show, and I was just in the audience, or like the waiter clapping, and I was on the TV. And I was traveling to Missouri. I told my parents, I said, "Be sure to watch that Sullivan show this weekend." They said, "Well, I'll just watch it. Don't worry about it." Because they never understood what I was really doing. Anyway, working on Bourbon Street.
I wonder if Mark Heater will be at the reunion.
Ooh,
I know
He's local. He's in Jersey, I think.
yeah, he has a.
who
Yeah,
can see
a
if
lot of
Christine
history.
wants to come play trombone?
Huh.
He's a busy guy, Mark.
And you said we're short a trombone player, so maybe Christine would come do that.
Yeah, that would be good if Christine came.
Where is Christine?
She's in South Carolina studying theology, getting her PhD. And she came on a Zoom call one time in the middle of COVID. And
Yeah.
she looks exactly the same.
She does, Barry. She hasn't aged a day.
Did she remarry?
Oh, we didn't ask her that, Roger.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess we could put out an APB
Because
for,
Murata was on that day, and so they had a kind of rebonding on Zoom.
yeah. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can find, because that was one week that I was not on Zoom, and I have to find out what Tom did with all the archives. I'd like to see it myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
If you have the date,
Well-
I'd probably put them all on YouTube.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't remember.
What's
It
for
had to
dinner
be
tonight?
2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the date.
No.
2 years.
Is she on the mailing list? Billy, is she on the mailing list?
I'd have to go back and look through the
Okay.
the header, it has it on the header of it that comes to you. It has everybody that's that the invite goes to on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
See, the problem with the mailing list, they go back to 1987.
I'm hard at work again.
here it is. Would you buy a used mustache cup from this man?
Yeah. This was taken in New York, but it was for a
A
promo.
long time ago.
It was a promo out of New Orleans.
Ah,
Yeah.
The
I see we
people.
got our standard picture there where the head comes up to the handle.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I-
people would always ask about that. How come it's got a big head on it? I said, because you get 60 ounces of beer and a little head. How's that?
Yeah, that looks great. That's good. We did this over and over, these shots. It was from the Tourist magazine in New Orleans.
Is that definitely in New York?
Huh?
Is that definitely in New York?
Yeah, that picture was taken in New York.
Yeah.
And we just took the sign and set it up behind the bar, and just it's all laid out. And the people who took the picture, they took a bunch of other pictures too.
I think it's a great shot.
It's a
It
good
is.
shot. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometime I have to find the recording that we did for Schlitz Beer, the commercial.
Yeah,
I thought we were going to be on air, so I arrived at the recording studio in my outfit with the tie and everything like that. And of course, we were just the audio background. They had actors that they had already recorded, and we
Yeah.
had to sync the music to them.
Oh, Lord.
It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
well, that was pretty advanced for that time period.
Yeah.
Sonny Helmer was there, George French. I can't remember who was the tuba player. Somebody from the New York club, I think.
Yeah.
And
There's
probably
There's
just
George French playing in this picture here.
That's New York, right?
No, that's Cape Cod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's Ronnie Bill in the middle.
yeah.
And I forgot the other banjo player's name.
That's George French on the right.
Exactly, yeah.
The other guy I don't know, Grove Thomas on the laptop washboard.
Yeah, what did he play with, knives or spoons? I forgot.
Knives, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't want to hurt his fingers.
And I can't see who's behind Ronnie Bill on the trombone.
Yes.
And he can't see the tuba player at all.
I wonder if that'd be Neil DeFeo back there. I don't know.
Nah, I don't think Neil played in Cape Cod
Hey.
much.
No.
He was always with me in the summer at Summers Point or Point
Summers
Pleasant,
Point. Yeah.
those gigs.
Yeah, when did Cape Cod close?
Greg, was that trombone player's name? What's it?
I would say Cape Cod closed in 72, 73.
73, I would think.
This was Cape Cod in 65.
Makes sense. Because
That's
that's
right.
before, that's before I played with George French in Philly.
Yeah.
And I played Cape Cod in 72, so it had to close after 72. I know that. Or 72 or after.
Yeah, that was in the original Cape Cod.
Right.
Oh, I think Rick already bugged out, huh? I was gonna get a picture of him.
There's a nice picture. Oh, smiling little faces.
That, there, right next to Rick Haley is Tom's wife, Emily,
Yeah.
to Rick's left. And Rex Carger.
God.
I can't tell who's playing in the band.
Looks like Maynard on trombone.
Yeah, probably. Anyway. Yeah, well, I wish I still had my old mustache t-shirt like that. It just disintegrated.
That could be me playing a side banjo right there.
Could be.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I think I'm gonna head off to some cooking too, guys.
Okay,
What's
Chris.
cooking
What's for
tonight?
dinner, Chris?
See
I'm
you,
gonna go
Chris.
too. See y'all later.
Yeah,
See ya.
Barry.
Yeah.
There, guys.
Next week.
Gentlemen.
Next week.
Chris, what are you cooking tonight?
Thank you,
No,
Bill.
I'm making a little tomato casserole,
Ooh, I hope you're using Jersey tomatoes.
See you guys.
actually.
Billy,
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, guys, next week.
Okay, good night.
All right.
Ira.
Everybody,
Chris. Okay.
hasta luego.